Good morning, friend. Today's our topic is every setback is a comeback. Every setback is a comeback. A wife on her deathbed called her husband and whispered, "Keep romance in lives of our children." It was a very impressive parting and deep message of wisdom. She knew that all who meditate seriously upon life must know that the passing years make a terrific assault upon the gist of man's spirit, unless he exercises care. Napoleon said, "Men grew old quickly on the battlefield. They do not in life also unless they are vigilant." And Charles Lamb once declared, "Our spirit grow grey before our years." We all start out in youth with great anticipation, hopes, aspiration. Exactly. We all look down upon the approaching years with the spirit of adventurer. But before we have traveled far, life starts blowing its cold wind upon us. We should not allow romance to flee from life. Whatever may be our age, the saddest thing is that it can happen to person is to lose the thrill and the gist of living. There is one way to decide whether or not we are growing old. It is all depend on the attitude of mind. When we get up in the morning, a young person gets up with a feeling of excitement and says, "This is a great day and today wonderful thing will happen." The secret of successful and happy life consists of taking time to live. Life is an art, and to be successful, it is necessary to know the real form of imitation and to be content only with the fitness of quality. The tragic fact is that many people are content with imitation life when they could easily possess the genuine. We should stop starving the spirit. Do not be slave to life machinery, but get a song or poem whispered the God's voice into your mind. Jesus said, "Man does not live by bread alone, he lives by the beauty of nature, by music and art, by the presence of the eternal." Carl Jung wrote, "The dynamic principle of the fantasy is play, characteristic also of the child, and such it appears inconsistent with the principle of serious work. But without this play, with fantasy, no creative work has ever yet come to the birth. Each one of us created for a purpose, like a new computer whose operator has lost the manual. The wonderful thing is that there are no rules, procedure, law to lead the successful life. Nature will simply take away what is not used. Whatever is not used will atrophy. Even child is born genius, but habits become cable wire, difficult to break. If we keep our values in the forefront of our mind through spiritual practice, we can notice and seize opportunities which arise by the pursuing a regular spiritual practice. What we value determines at a deep level the daily choices we make. Every half truth divides us. Alexander Dum says in one of his novels, "I was walking along the road one day. As a child, I saw broken pieces of mirror. I took the largest piece and started playing with it. I could reflect light into the dark places, deep holes, dark closets, and crevices. I keep the little mirror and I become a man reflecting light into the other slave. There is a powerhouse working inside every one of us." I repeat this line. There is a powerhouse working inside every one of us. Switch it on. Release the brake, step on the gas, and let the vehicle roll. Be not satisfied. with what you are. The world is filled with opportunities. Seize them, use them, and wonderful thing will happen. An explorer took mirrors into an African jungle. Tribal African came and getting frightened at his own self-image broke one of them. The explorer set up the other mirror and gently led them and explained that it was his own reflection. Don't be afraid of your own shadow and reflection. Charles Chaplin made millions of dollars out of funny shuffling walk, a pair of baggy trousers, and a unique mustache. He did something different, but many of us do stereotype thing. Be different, individualistic, and unique. Robert Browning calls it releasing the imprisoned splendor. Swami Vivekananda called it manifestation of perfection already in man. My teacher used to say, bend with the wind and you can withstand a hurricane. You will still be around when the hurricane passes. The good weather returns when you add pride to a city. You have community bring to learning to pile up bricks, and you have school find religion in the modern structure, and you have a sanctuary. Happy people don't compete with others, they compete with themselves. This is the important line here. Happy people don't compete with others, they compete with themselves. So the main purpose of today's article is